All right, guys, hop it in. Welcome to another episode of the One Micronesia Podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, this episode is it's going to be a very special one because for me, it takes me back in time to 4 years ago, and then also getting to catch up with them. I think pretty much what's the question on everybody's mind is what happened to Kids From Chuuk. What are they doing now? How's life with Kids From Chuuk? So, ladies and gentlemen, on the podcast here, I have TJ, I have Tak, I have Hansen, and unfortunately, Chris couldn't be with us today. But Kids From Chuuk in the house, in the podcast room. Thank you guys so much for joining me, man.
Of course. Shout out today to everyone. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Vic, for having us, bro. It's a pleasure always.
Hey, anytime. And like I said, it's been a long time coming. It's something that I've always wanted to do when I first started the podcast, to get you guys on. Unfortunately, when I started the podcast, the groups kind of spread out. We'll talk about that in a little bit and find out how you guys have been doing, what happened after graduation. We'll get to that in just a little bit. But it was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to get you guys on and just talk life, man, and talk music. And I know we caught up a couple of times before you guys kind of split up. I know you guys came on the show. We did an interview before a big event. I forgot what event it was, but I know that was the last time I caught up with you guys. And then after that, it was just like I was just lost, and I'm just kind of from time to time I've always thought about what's Kid From Chuuk doing. I hope they're okay. When's the next song gonna come out? So this is the podcast, so we kind of get down to business and just talk all of that. So before we start talking about what's happening now and what happened after graduation, for the people who don't know who KFC is, let's go back in time. How did it all start?
How we started? Wow. Wait, first, go ahead, Hansen. You could go ahead and share that.
That's it. It all really started back in high school in our choir class, in our honor choir class, La Voce from Sanchez High School. With our high school teacher our choir teacher was Miss Yuki Shin.
Shout out to Miss Yuki and La Voce.
Yeah.
What up, Yuki?
Honor choir, Sanchez. Shout out to the Sharks.
Yep.
It all really started off with actually with TJ and Tak. Miss Yuki actually told them they had like missing another voice or another performance. Like they just needed more.
We just needed
more
another
sound.
harmony, honestly.
Another harmony.
We were like,
So,
2-part harmony is fun, but what about 3?
How about 4?
Yep. And then Chris walked in like right after we called Hansen in. We're like, hey, let's try out with a 3rd harmony. Chris walks in immediately right after. And then we're like, you know what? Let's try with a 4th harmony. Why not? Right. Chris comes on in, and it's crazy too because it just so happened that we were the only 4 Chuukese students in that class. And so like it's the type of class that you got to audition for. You have to pretty much really practice to be a part of. So once we started our group there, our teacher just really motivated us to just continue to do our music. Our school was behind us. It really started with our school community, and that's when we were confident enough to at least release it and let it out, really what we had.
That's amazing. And was I'm Gone the song that you guys sang in that choir? How did that come to be?
That was actually the Christmas event coming up, and Tak and I and Chris and Mo, we decided to sing a gospel song because it was a Christmas event going on. So yeah, that was like the first song that we ever jammed together. It always started off with that gospel music, and I guess that was just like our bread and butter throughout our whole, our foundation of our music. So,
and since we jammed that, like once we started jamming after that Christmas performance, it was immediately after, or not too long after, it was our sister's wedding, where we all were like, she asked us to perform for her wedding, and then we're like, all right, not a problem. So we performed, and then throughout that time is when we just started jamming out, like, just like usual jam sessions in the island, where you just hang out, where with the barbecue or anything, everybody's just hanging out, jamming the ukulele, live music, and then that's when everyone started coming out with verses. Mo came out with
The
with the
chorus.
chorus, and then we're just like, all right, let's feed off of this.
Yep. And we went to work.
Yeah, pretty much since then it just sparked and went on from there.
So, so this was before 2016 because from if everybody would know or everybody knows KFC and really know KFC was from 2016 when everything sort of went viral. So this was so you guys are saying this happened a year before, 2 years
Yeah, no,
before?
that was
prior
actually around
to
the
2016.
same year.
Wow. Wow. So that's crazy, bros. 2016 happened, and 2016 was honestly was a crazy year. A lot of things went down in 2016, and then you guys,
Right.
or one of the big things that happened in 2016, of course, before we at KUAM got you guys on for Live Local Fridays, there was a lot happening, especially for our community, our FSM community here on Guam. And we saw so much happen in 2016 that I think nobody's ever experienced over any year. We saw a lot of criticism. That was the year when everything was just
For real.
on a downhill.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
That's
it
true.
was those issues and everything that was getting on the news, FSM being on the front lines, and
Yep.
all the criticism. You guys happened in 2016 was, and I know you guys know this, and I know a lot of people in every interview you guys have gone to told you this. It was the spark of something new, a spark of a new beginning, and a way forward for everybody, all our FA citizens here on Guam. So you guys started it, and I think the cool thing about 2016 was nobody thought it was going to be a group of 4 kids from Chuuk. Everybody was looking to our government. Everybody was looking to our leaders in Ponape to help us. Nobody knew.
You're making me teary-eyed, Vic.
No, no, no,
Bro.
no.
I gotta
See,
do that to us.
I'm being for real. Nobody knew that just 4 kids from Simon Sanchez who had harmony would come out and start
you?
something beautiful. And you guys did it. So the reason why I wanted to hold off on this podcast because I wanted to see what happened. And we're going to get to the stuff that went down throughout the years. And we're going to get to what you guys think is the difference between now and back in 2016. But I just want to tell you guys that what you guys started in 2016, man, thank you guys. Because if you guys didn't start, none of this would have happened. We have right now, there's a lot of things that are happening here on Guam. I got to shout out to the brothers and sisters at Manielu and Micronesian Resource Center for continuing the job.
Yes, yes.
Lots of things. I mean, this podcast was a seed that was born from Micronesian Resource Center, from the late, the awesome, the great Eddie Wengo.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Pui.
I know. So a lot of good things are happening. And like I said, when you guys started, you sparked something that was beautiful, that it doesn't have to take our leaders to start things. It takes us, the people, especially the youth here on Guam and elsewhere, So that
All you
was
need is your voice.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, man, I mean, I was there, but you guys, like I said, man, I told Eddie this a long time ago. Like, bro, like if it wasn't from Kids From Chuuk, man, I'd just be a voice on the radio, but a voice for who? I was just somebody
Right.
who's making something, but I just didn't know what I was gonna make for. But then now with this podcast, with you guys sparking that fire in the beginning, I think the journey ahead is gonna be good, and it's looking good so far.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vic. God has been so good, like lately, even throughout everything that's been going on. We're very fortunate still to be here, alive and breathing.
Just another day.
Yes.
Another day. I like
We're
that.
taking it one day, day by day, but the message still stays the same. The mission is the same. Goal has never changed. We're
And we don't plan on stopping anytime soon, bro.
still spreading the love, man. One song at a time.
Amazing, and I love it. So let's catch up. So I'm gonna start with TJ since he's on the top right corner here. TJ's like, wait, why
Shit.
me, bro? So TJ, for
I get
everybody,
it.
so for everybody who's wondering, man, post after graduation, what have you been up to, bro?
Man, I mean, right after high school, grad was always, that barrier that I wanted to get across. And then after that, college also was always the thought, but due to unfortunate circumstances, my family wasn't, in their right places. I just felt like I had to get to work and make some financial income in order to, support, because living on small island, coming from the beautiful islands of Chuuk, it's very hard. So making some kind of money out here is was my go-to. But at the end of the day, it's just, it's as long as I'm good, steady, happy, satisfied is pretty much like my post grad experience as of right now, and I think I'm doing pretty good. It's going pretty good.
Amazing. Hey, awesome. Hey, families first, man. We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
take care of family. I mean, they took care of us. It's our job
Right?
at one point to take care of them. So, big ups
Of
to you,
course.
man, for doing that. Uh,
Absolutely.
let's move to Tack. Tack, let's talk about after high school because you pretty much made a big move, bro. And I know, the sisters, they're doing such a great job. I'm so proud of her and what she's doing out there in DC. So you pretty much jumped from the 671 to I don't
Yeah.
know what the code is in DC, but
202.
Yes, that is true, man.
you
Went
know.
from 671 to 202, just like that.
So
All
how's
it
that
took was
been?
a 24-hour flight.
So
But yeah,
Tack.
I would say
So
post grad, I would say I'm not too different from the route that brother TJ took. It was around like we had about the same. I straight after grad, I decided to get into some work too. I was fortunate enough to be working as a pizza chef for a bit, and then of course when my sister said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to DC. Would you like to follow me?" And I was like, uh, I don't. Okay, let's do it. It was very spontaneous, and just like a lot of things that have happened in our lives and just everything that's going on, it was definitely a spontaneous experience, but it was one that I was willing to experience. So I came out, and then I've also been fortunate enough to do some, music with the congressman as well. So like we've been trying to really keep in touch with at least the people of Guam in some way, somehow, because I'm Kid from Chuuk from Guam out here in DC now. So right
Dang.
now, we've been still trying to stay in contact with the brothers, still like make some music off of like our laptops, send audio wave files every now and then when we can. It's a lot harder, but we're hanging
It
in there.
is.
God has been good. God is still good all the time. All the time, God is good. So
All
there's
the
no
time.
complaining
Amen.
on my end. There's no complaining. We're still alive and breathing. So, just definitely taking it day by day.
Hey man, I like that. Love that. And then of course, ladies and gentlemen, salute the man, Hanson. Bro, tell us what you've been up to after graduation.
Well, actually, right after right after high school, after graduation, I went straight to basic training for the Army National Guard. Went to Fort Benning. I did my 14, 16 weeks out
Dang.
there.
Whoop, whoop.
Came back and I was officially considered, a soldier for the beautiful island of
My
Guam,
man.
re-
Yo.
representing the island of Chuuk as well. Since I'm the only Chuukese guy in my company in my platoon, so
Wow.
like
Wow.
it's a big, really overwhelming feeling knowing that I stick out, but I stick out for a reason. Like especially the whole thing, the pandemic going on this island. I wake up, go to work, same as everyone else, but I get to wear the uniform and have the Guam seal patch on my left shoulder, the American flag on my right. Being proud of where I'm from, of who I am, of being able to know that whoever's coming back home, whoever's visiting here, if they're safe. We care for them out while they're being quarantined in any of the facilities. We try to suit their needs and everything. They try to accommodate everything that they ask for. And yeah, I've been trying to focus on also getting our music pushed out too. All three of us, all four of us, been working so hard, trying to work with each other's schedules, trying to balance
It's
everything out,
hard.
trying to communicate. And yeah, it's challenging, but we have those days where we don't want to do the things we need to do, but you know, once we do it, it gets us to our goal, and it's a really great feeling. But yeah,
That's amazing. And props to you guys, man. I mean, after graduation is the hardest time in life, you know, because one thing people expect you to move on and go to college, this and that. But you know, what you guys have been doing is amazing. And like I said, I was not different from you guys when I got out of high school. I was lost, bro. Like I didn't know what to do. Like college, you know, was like I'm not ready for college. You know, getting out of Xavier High School, that was college for me. So I was like,
Right.
so I started
Xavier
radio.
High, shout outs.
Yeah,
Xavier, shout out.
yeah.
Straight.
So you know, I asked my director. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. And it's like, take it one step at a time. The first thing that comes to you, take it. The first thing was radio, and I started radio. I've been doing radio since. So what you guys have been doing, bro, it's not bad. It's not, you know, it's life and it's taking its course, and you guys are just in it for the ride. And trust me, bro, you guys are still young. You guys still got a whole lot in front of you. And one of those things that are in front of you that's still amazing is your music, and you guys, and I love that you guys continue to do so, especially with this new release that's out. I mean, when it's been 2016, it's been so long since we've heard from you guys. The Instagram was kind of at a pause. You know, people kept checking the Instagram here and there, but you know, it's the same picture that's been posted.
Right.
For so long,
Absolutely,
you know.
man.
So the people are like, whoa, you know, what happened? Did they just grow up and, you know, they just forgot about the music?
No longer Kids From Chuuk.
Right? Yeah. That's, you know, a lot of people would say like, hey, what happened? Are they like, we know they're men now, but like, are they gonna make another name like Men From Chuuk? Like, what's gonna happen? You know? But you guys saw how crazy the people was for the music when you guys put out the promo. I saw it. I was like, yo, this is huge. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. So the single, because you guys are working on a single, or are you guys working on an album? What's the plan?
Yes, so a single at the moment, because
At the moment,
we were planning on releasing an album, and then like going back to post grad. Fortunately, when I came out here, I also got into sales management. So like one of our goals too, as like pretty much as a band, was also to really just learn all the, you know, nicks and knacks in terms of all the logistics and everything, just so that we can start just managing everything on our own, maybe become like an independent group. So fortunately, we also started our own label name. So once we got all of that, everything set up, and you know, we had to learn everything from the producing. We were fortunate enough to even find engineers who helped us master our track.
mix and master.
Mix and master. But since then, like, we've just really been working on that single, because our time was so limited for us to record. When I went to visit not too long ago, and I had to quarantine, so the quarantine kind of cut our time together just for recording. So we had to do most of our things just through the laptop. But yeah, it's definitely a single that we hope everyone is enjoying. It is out on all stores, iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify.
So the single's called
YouTube.
The single's called "I'm Leaving," right? Is it "I'm Leaving Now"?
Leaving today.
Leaving today.
Yes.
So is it something that saying something that's the last one, or is that something that is going to be one of many to come?
Not at all. I mean, I'm gone was gone already. And then this one's just like leaving today. I guess it was just in the mood.
Okay. Well, because if people look at us like, I think the people are asking like, wait, what's wrong? Like first, like I'm gone, and then now they're leaving. Like, are they gonna stay? Is stay gonna come through or what?
So I guess how we could put it is that I'm gone meant like we're gonna be gone for a while. And then leaving today means we're just leaving, you know, we're leaving today for a little bit, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
All right. Amazing.
We'll be back with some more. That's for sure. It's going to be a lot sooner than it has been. You know, we're sorry that it took a while. We're gone for a while, but we're back. We're working on some more music for y'all. We're going to get it out.
Yeah, we're like the Olympics every 4 years.
Or the micro games, right?
Or
Best pack.
Wow.
Best pack.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, the people are, I mean, right now that you guys have this one out, I think you guys kind of kind of fed a little, something to the fans because the fans
Yeah, it's
were
what we wanted to
I
do at least.
know, dude.
because the fans were waiting. They're like a 4-year hiatus, like. Whoa, like
I
I
know,
don't,
man.
I don't even think Ed Sheeran went that far, So thank you guys.
And it's
So
crazy, man. And we truly appreciate like our loyal fans because, through the 4 years that we've gone, nothing, man. Like we never even like posted like on any of our social medias, but yet they're still there waiting. And
Yeah,
we
shout
just
out.
truly appreciate that, shout out to all of them.
hey, and I
We
gotta
love all our
say,
fans.
bro, the fans are your fans are the 4 stars, bro. And
For sure, you already know.
and when
Number
you talk
7.
and when you talk about um, a fan base that's so loyal, it's the FSM. It's your fans.
They are.
Our family.
They're loyal from day one, and they'll be loyal till the end.
Hey, Micronesia, shout outs.
Yep,
On Micronesia.
Micronesia.
Micronesia podcast for a reason.
Amen. So, guys, we're kind of running low on time here on the podcast, but before we close out, let's talk about the future. Right now, you have the track that's running. I'm leaving now. Let's talk about, is there more coming, and when can people expect it?
So for
yes.
like as like so like what we can say for now is the next song that we'll push out in the future will be She's Just a Killer, which is one that's when we would perform that live at our old live performances, that was a really popular song from our original. So that's the next song that we plan on pushing out to the fans and everyone else.
Amazing. And so there you go. Kids from Chuuk, they're here, and continue to follow them. We're on their social media. Continue to follow them on their
Love
individual
you
social
guys.
media for more. Guys, before I close out, and I think this should be a good time to. What we're experiencing right now is really hitting hard here on the island of Guam. We're seeing the deaths, the cases go up. We're seeing the infection cases go up as well. And amongst those cases are the people from the FAS, and we've seen a lot of those numbers grow. And I've gotten people on here, and I've always wanted them to kind of talk to our people and remind them of all these COVID restrictions and what to do and what not to do. And I'd like you guys to jump on here as well for a closing message to address our people.
All right. TJ, did you want to go first?
Yeah. Honestly, bro, just follow the guidelines. I mean, some people say like wearing the mask could be like difficult to breathe for some, but at the end of the day, like I use my mask, every single day for work. Follow all the protocols that the governor says like we should do, the social distancing. Just pretty much, I feel like in this time, through the whole COVID stuff going on, I guess it's probably like the best time to really focus on like what you've been losing out on. People who's been working, like just take some time and like appreciate like what you actually got, because in the next, who knows when it's gonna be you, or just appreciate your time here, and how you can avoid like some another tragedy in your life would be if you just follow like whatever everybody else is following, and you should be good. Yeah, sanitize.
And with that being said, I wanted to like also mention like one of a quote that really hit home for me from one of our brothers that also passed away. R.I.P. to Eribo. But he reminded us that we're all on borrowed time. And,
Right.
Even here during this COVID-19 times are hard. There are way more restrictions, but I hope that our fans, everyone just understands that these restrictions are for our safety. And like, just like us, things have been tough for us. We weren't able to just record as easy and as fast as we used to. Like we would used to just like, hey, let's go all squat up at TJ's place, or like at my place, this place. But with this, video chatting is hard, but it's definitely better than nothing. I'll tell you that. So let's all hang in there. You're not alone. We're all together. We're all in this together. We got this, Guam. we got this Micronesia. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Spread the love, you know. Let's spread the love, but not germs.
All right, Hanson.
Just gonna like, it's just like, honestly, like, just gonna flat out say it's like common sense. Like, you don't wanna risk anybody's life. You don't wanna risk your own. You don't wanna risk anybody in your household, your mom, your dad, your grandma, nobody. So like, it's really obvious to say that please wear your
Military
mask.
personnel.
Go to places.
Like
Go to
military.
go to
Yeah.
places that you need to go to. Don't be like gallivanting, especially because like it's Halloween. Halloween's this weekend. Be safe wherever you're going. Don't try to like call out a fiesta or anything. Like just have fun. Be safe wherever you're going. Please follow the guidelines. Don't do anything that you'll regret or get sick or anything. And that's all for me. That's all for me.
All right. All right, guys. Hanson, Tack, TJ, man, it's been an awesome talk. And I wish, if Zoom could let me go, we could have talked for another hour. But, time
I know,
sensitive
man. That's
here.
true.
I love this talk that we have. Hopefully, next down the line, we'll sit down again. We'll do another one. We'll bring CJ on. Congratulations. I know you guys have big news. You guys have time. You can go ahead. And, I know, Tak, you got some big news you wanted to share to us about with Chris.
With Chris?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So a little update on our brother Chris. So he's unfortunate. It was unfortunate he couldn't make it, but he's also starting a family. He just started his family this year. So we're wishing him congratulations. There is now a baby Kids from Chuuk. That's kind of redundant, but
Yep.
yeah, there's a kid
It's the
from
new
Chuuk that has a
generation. It's the new generation.
Well,
That is true.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Now, in this podcast, towards the end, since I wanted a performance, but things didn't pan out well. But I talked to Hanson. So at the end here, we're gonna go ahead and drop your new one that's out now, and tell people where they can find it.
Appreciate it, man.
It's out now on SoundCloud,
Tell him.
iTunes, Spotify. You could also Shazam it. It's also on our YouTube account. Go ahead and follow us on all our social medias. Kids From Chuuk on Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube account as well.
All right. Thank you guys so
Then
much.
of course you could call him Vic.
Hey, yeah, for
And
sure, bro.
follow
Let me
Vic.
know.
Yep.
So thank you guys again so much. You guys continue to have a great one. Please be safe. Hanson and TJ, hope to see you guys around. Social distance style.
6 feet. 6
Sure.
feet.
Distance out 6 feet. 6 feet.
And then Tack, stay safe out there, my brother. Say hi to the family for me out there. You guys stay safe as well.
You too, brother. Thank you.
You
All
too,
right.
brother Vic.
Thanks,
Thank you
brother
so
Vic.
much.
All right.
Appreciate you for having us again, man. It's been a pleasure.
Always.
Pretty
Always.
sure.
Kids from Chuuk,
Listen, top
ladies
word.
and gentlemen. And that's been another episode of the One Micronesia Podcast. And we'll see you guys at the next one.